Have you ever met someone in their 90s who seems just as sharp, active, and full of life as someone decades younger? Maybe they're still gardening, traveling, or even dancing at family gatherings, while others their age struggle with fatigue or illness. What's their secret? Is it just good genes, or is there something more? Well, after years of research and talking to countless vibrant seniors, I've discovered something fascinating. People who live past 90 and live well aren't following some mysterious, impossible routine. In fact, they stick to a few simple everyday habits that anyone can adopt. And today, I'm sharing 7 of the most powerful ones with you. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm already in my 60s, 70s, or beyond. Is it too late for me? Absolutely not. Science shows it's never too late to make changes that add years to your life and life to your years. So, whether you're looking to stay independent, keep your mind sharp, or simply enjoy more energy every day, these rules can help you do exactly that. Let's start with the first rule, one that might surprise you. Rule number 1, they move naturally every day. You might expect me to say they exercise for an hour every morning. But here's the truth. Many of the healthiest 90-year-olds don't work out in the way we think of it. They don't run marathons or lift heavy weights. Instead, they move naturally throughout the day. Think about it. Gardening, walking to the mailbox, puttering around the kitchen, even fidgeting in their chair, these small, constant movements add up. Research shows that sitting for long periods is one of the worst things for longevity, but regular, low-intensity activity, what scientists call NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, can be even more beneficial than a single workout. So, what can you do? Start by breaking up long sits. Set a timer to stand and stretch every 30 minutes. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Park farther from the store. Dance while you wash dishes. It doesn't have to be complicated. The key is to keep your body in motion just like those energetic 90-year-olds do. Rule number 2. They eat like their ancestors. Now, let's talk about food, because what you eat plays a huge role in how long and how well you live. But here's the catch. The healthiest seniors aren't obsessing over the latest diet trends. In fact, many of them eat like people did 50 or 100 years ago. Simple, whole foods grown from the earth. Take the blue zones, for example, places where people regularly live past 100. Their diets are filled with beans, leafy greens, whole grains, and nuts. They eat meat sparingly, enjoy fermented foods, and rarely touch processed snacks or sugary drinks. And here's the best part. They don't count calories or stress over cheat days. They just eat real food in moderation and enjoy every bite. So, how can you apply this? Start by adding one more vegetable to your plate today. Swap white bread for whole grain. Try a meatless meal once or twice a week. And if you have a sweet tooth, reach for fruit instead of cookies. Small, sustainable changes like these can make a world of difference over time. Now, these first 2 rules are powerful on their own, but the next one might be the most surprising of all, because it's not about your body. It's about your mindset. Let's talk about rule number 3. Earlier, we talked about how moving naturally and eating like our ancestors can add years to our lives. But here's something just as important, maybe even more so. The happiest, healthiest seniors don't just take care of their bodies, they take care of their minds. And that brings us to rule number 3. Rule number 3, they have a reason to wake up every morning. In Japan, they call it ikigai, a sense of purpose. In Okinawa, one of the world's blue zones, elders don't really have a word for retirement. Instead, they wake up each day with something meaningful to do, whether it's tending a garden, teaching grandchildren, or volunteering in their community. Studies show that having a strong sense of purpose can lower your risk of heart disease, dementia, and even early death. It's not about doing something huge, it's about finding small, daily joys that make life worth living. Maybe for you, it's painting, bird watching, or writing letters to old friends. Whatever it is, that sense of I matter keeps you going, mentally and physically. So ask yourself, what lights you up? What did you love doing years ago that you've set aside? Reconnect with it, or try something new? Take a class, join a club, or simply make it your mission to share a smile with someone each day. Purpose doesn't have to be grand, it just has to be yours. Rule number 4, they put family and friends first. Now, here's a rule that might surprise you. Living past 90 isn't just about salads and steps. It's about love. The longest-lived people on earth prioritize their relationships, not just casually, but fiercely. In Sardinia, Italy, another blue zone, families often live together for generations. Elders are surrounded by grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and lifelong friends. They laugh together, argue sometimes, and always show up for each other, and science backs this up. Strong social ties reduce stress, boost immunity, and can add up to 15 years to your lifespan. But what if you're lonely? Start small. Call one friend a day, just to chat. Reconnect with a sibling. Join a local senior group or book club. And if family relationships are strained, focus on building new connections. Even a weekly coffee with a neighbor counts. Remember, it's not about having hundreds of friends. It's about having a few who truly see you. We've covered 4 powerful rules so far: moving naturally, eating real food, finding your purpose, and nurturing relationships. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you. The healthiest 90-year-olds aren't stress-free. They're just really good at handling stress. And that brings us to rule number 5. Rule number 5, they know how to press pause. In our fast-paced world, we often forget that our bodies need regular breaks. But in places where people live the longest, daily rest isn't optional. It's essential. In Greece's blue zone, they take afternoon siestas. In Okinawa, elders practice daily meditation. Even a simple 20-minute nap can lower your risk of heart disease by 30%. Here's what I want you to try this week. Schedule 10 minutes of pure quiet time every day. No TV, no phone, just you, maybe some soft music, and deep breathing. Sit in your favorite chair, close your eyes, and let your shoulders drop. That's it. This small habit gives your nervous system the reset it desperately needs. Remember, stress itself isn't the enemy. It's constant, unrelenting stress without recovery that wears us down. The healthiest seniors have mastered the art of the pause. Rule number 6, they never stop learning. Now here's a fascinating truth. People who live past 90 keep their brains engaged in new challenges. They might not be doing crossword puzzles, though those help. Instead, they're learning new recipes, picking up a musical instrument, or even studying a foreign language well into their 80s and 90s. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections, doesn't disappear with age. In fact, Learning new skills creates cognitive reserves that can delay dementia by years. A 90-year-old friend of mine recently started painting watercolors. "I'm terrible at it," she laughs, "but my brain feels alive." Your turn. What's something you've always wanted to try? Maybe it's gardening, basic technology, or genealogy. Start small. Watch one tutorial video this week. The goal isn't perfection, it's keeping that wonderful mind of yours curious and growing. Rule number 7, they celebrate every day. Finally, here's perhaps the most beautiful rule. The longest-lived people find joy in ordinary moments. They savor their morning coffee. They laugh at silly jokes. They notice the first spring flowers. This isn't just about happiness. It's a survival strategy. Studies show that positive emotions literally repair your cells and strengthen your immune system. One remarkable study found that seniors with sunnier outlooks lived 7.5 years longer than their pessimistic peers, regardless of health status. Try this. Tonight before bed, write down 3 good things that happened today. Maybe you saw a beautiful sunset, had a nice chat with a neighbor, or enjoyed a perfect peach. Over time, this simple practice rewires your brain to spot joy everywhere. So there you have it. 7 simple rules followed by people who don't just live long, but live well. And here's the best part. You don't need to do all 7 perfectly. Start with one that speaks to you this week. Maybe it's adding more vegetables to your plate or calling an old friend. Small steps create big changes over time. I'd love to hear which rule resonates most with you. Share in the comments below. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on thriving at any age. Remember, it's never too late to add more life to your years. Until next time, here's to your health and happiness.